Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Matt's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shattercast.
A to B.
Shattercast Uncut? Is that you? Shattercast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered cast on
Like complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 364, episode 4, A New Hope. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, also known as that guy who does stupid voices, or that guy who will be periodically running to the restroom today because he ate dog food. Joining me tonight are fellow members of the podcast, but not aficionados of delicacies of the canine variety. Coming to me first is everyone's favorite Facebook admin. He has admin powers, and if you say something dumb, you automatically are not worth admin responsibilities. The one and only Mr. Greg for Mercy.
Woohoo. It's 2021.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What a play on words, too, just like those memes all over Facebook.
Memes.
And, yeah, the ones that's like, oh, just noticed that this year is now 2021, like 2020 won the battle, right? That type of shit.
I saw a great for any video gamers out there, like that meme of the guy who's looking all excited, and then like the next thing is he's like disappointed, and it said 11/59 2020, and then it was like and then like the next minute it was like 2020 Turbo Super Hyper Edition, like Street Fighter.
Yeah. And that gentleman you heard laughing is the smartest Transformer fan out there. Don't bother Googling it because you just get his photo. He is the one, the only, the math professor, and also former full-time porn actor,
Yep.
T2R6 Justin.
That sounds about right. That's me. How are you?
Yeah. All right, I'm doing good. It has been a wonky 2 weeks. We took the holidays off. We enjoyed ourselves a New Year's. It's a new year. New us. Yeah, it's great. So we're going to get this ball rolling with anybody got anything. Greg.
Yes. What was the question?
Did you get anything?
I did.
What'd you get?
I gotta mark myself here. Did I mention that I got the net? I did, because Robert's like, I thought you were out on that set.
I like how we can remember what was said based on how Robert bitches about it. Oh, that makes me happy.
I thought you were out on a set. I don't know. I can't do it.
You really sound like him when he's got a mouthful of like food.
Mm.
He likes to eat while he records.
Oh, my fuck.
Hold on, Greg. Hold on. I thought you were out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Some good
It's
strong
about right.
Okay, so I got 3. Like I'm going into a Christmas song. I got the Hasbro. What was it called? What was the PulseCon? I got the PulseCon exclusive Wampa Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
I got Hoth Luke, Hoth Han Archive. Still don't have Cody and Thrawn. But I got those 2 today. I got 3 snowtroopers, or not snowtroopers, 3 Rebel Hoth Trooper guys, because you can like mix them all around. So I got 3 of them. I got 7 Issa Lane. Where is everything? I got the X-Transport Sunicons. I got DX9 Son of Guns.
Yay!
Minus Motormaster. Which there should be another shipment coming in, because some of the Chinese retailers have an order for this month listed, and there's like naysayers, but Big Bad Toy Store also has that same pre-order, but it's sold out there for the same time frame. So I'm guessing it's all probably legit. Yeah.
All right, that's a lot of stuff.
Well, I think I got Arcee. I got Masterpiece Arcee.
And how is she?
She's good. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
She doesn't feel like weak plastic. There's no like paint issues. She does her job well. Very articulated. She looks good. Car's perfect. Pretty happy with her. I think she'll do just fine.
You have
Oscar.
please said it.
But most importantly, I got 2 more Black Series figures, and these are the most important ones.
Which one?
I got General Veers.
Okay.
And I got Admiral Piet.
Very nice.
Which is actually the focus of the original trilogy. Some say it's Darth Vader, some say it's Luke. Or some say the whole thing's about Darth Vader, some say that trilogy's about Luke. But it's actually Admiral Piet, who continuously, he's the one that keeps getting promoted after Vader keeps killing people.
Very, very well documented rise to power.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
okay.
He gets promoted from, I think he's captain to admiral. I think. Yeah.
I mean, it's not through.
Or he's lieutenant, captain, admiral. I think so it is.
I mean, it's debatable if his promotion was through merit or through convenience, because everyone was being.
Well, he's the hero that we need in these trying times.
That's true. Long live the Empire. Long live the Empire, indeed. Yep. Is that it? Anything else?
I think that's it. If I can think of anything else, I'll just blurt it out.
Please do.
Oh, I got some NECA stuff too, but no one cares about that.
Did you have TMNT?
Yeah, I got the Casey Jones and the Raphael movie. I finally got one of my pre-orders from NECA.
Nice.
And then I got, I think Super Shredder's coming too. I think I got a tracking number for it, but it's just a mystery FedEx tracking number coming from New Jersey. So I'm guessing it's the other part of my pre-order that I placed, which would have been Super Shredder. Still no Toka and Razor that I ordered first. Or mention of Metalhead, who I haven't bought in the store several times because I pre-ordered on the NECA site, and I can't cancel it. But I did get those 2. I haven't opened them. They look good in the box. And then I got Splinter and Baxter Stockman from Kale, a listener, and just an all-around good human being.
Nice.
His name's more than Kale, but I'll butcher it. But that's his Facebook name, so.
Nice. Very nice. Did you ever get the Krang NECA set that's been out floating around in Targets?
Oh, well, it's funny. I should have gotten it like a week and a half ago, but it's in the USPS system.
Of course. Limbo.
Oh, actually, I did get something else. Speaking of the USPS Limbo, from a guy in Indiana, I can't think of his name right now. I got a bag for my Mandalorian to put Groot in. Or not Groot, but
Grogu.
He's like the equivalent of Grogu.
Yeah. Nice.
And it had the speeder bike trooper that punched him in the face.
Wow, everyone was hating on his ass when that episode aired. Do you have the Target exclusive Mandalorian, or is it just like a SH Figure Arts version you have?
I have the SH Figure Arts, and then I have the I have the Mafex one on pre-order, but it got pushed back a month, which is fine with me. I think they might have had some issues with one of their freight containers.
Oh, gotcha. All
And,
right.
Well, and then I got that bag, and then I also got some soft goods. I got a really nice set of a red underrobe and black robe with wired hood, and a belt with a little device that does something on it to turn my extra Black Series Emperor into Rise of Skywalker, Emperor Reborn Emperor.
Good, yes.
So I can
that
have him
will be appropriate.
shooting obnoxiously loud force lightning at the ceiling.
Just leave it on the entire day.
You ever watch? You ever seen that show? The IT Crowd?
Yes, a few episodes.
There's an episode where the guy gets a phone and he's like, I just don't like the. He would have it on vibrate. He's like, I just don't think it vibrates enough. So the other guy boosted it up. Moss boosted it up for him. And that's kind of like the running joke. And I feel like that's what happened to the Emperor's Force Lightning, because before it's like, zzz, but then in that last scene of Rise of Skywalker, it's just like, and like everything shakes, and it's like really too loud for like the movie theater.
Yeah, it was like, he was going Super Saiyan Blue all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's what I thought about when I saw that. I caught that.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, but yeah. All right, Justin. Oh, you guys still got?
No, I think that's better. I'll blurt it out in the middle of someone's conversation if I think of anything else.
Okay. Remember, musical number. Justin, did you get anything?
I got. What did I get? I got nothing really to talk about. I got some stickers that I had pre-ordered prior to Thanksgiving, and I was like, these things are not coming. There's no way. And they showed up, and it's it only took like 3 months, so there's that. And the stickers are just faction logos, because I was like, I don't need full repro labels. So yeah, that's what I got. So
no one needs repro labels, Justin.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't do the repro labels anymore, because they don't stay on anything of mine anymore, and whatever, it is what it is. So that's all I got. How about you, Oscar?
I got Transformers Kingdom Beast Megatron recently. Super fun. Really is fun. I mean, I even like the little added bit of articulation on the tail, so when he's in beast mode, his tail can move around also. So yeah, very, very happy with him. I wasn't going to be in on the Primal, but now I kind of want to. Now I really want to kind of check it out, because I don't know. So yeah, very happy with that. I ended up picking up a Netflix Soundwave, which, I was one of those people watching the Facebook sales group posts, about 80, 60 shipped, right? And I'm all like, oh. Then just go to Walmart shopping one day, go down to 12. Oh shit, Soundwave, sweet. Just put it in my cart, just paid $40 for them. So, I'm seeing that a lot with these guys willing to pay $60 for the Studio Series 86 hot rod, when it's like, guys, like, you can pre-order them on websites and save yourself all this shit.
Yeah, like you may not get it tomorrow, but you're gonna get it. Like, I have no doubt that I'm gonna get my Rodimus when he comes out. So I can wait, an extra month or whatever I need to do. So
it's one thing I've noticed with this fandom is impatience plays a very big role.
Yeah,
in
it's
a lot of the decisions.
immediate gratification. A bunch of children.
Yep. So let's see. I got
to put my opinion up on in all the popular Facebook groups before anyone else.
Right, that too.
Yeah,
very
Even
important.
though 15 other people have beat me to the punch.
Oh,
my
I also
voice to be heard. Okay, sorry.
No, it's all right. I also got, for Christmas, I did receive Transform Element OP Leader, Optimus Prime, which I'm very happy with. I love him. Arm was a little loose, but I just tightened the screw to resolve the issue. I also picked up Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Class Thunder Howl.
What?
Yeah, Thunder
Oh,
Howl.
you into that Cyberverse stuff?
I just wanted that one figure.
Dirty.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's
how it
all.
starts.
No, it's just it's how it ends. goddammit.
Just this one time. Just this one time. The wife says home.
It's just a tip. Yeah, so I picked him up, and he's fun. I mean, I didn't expect the Generations level, feeling figure. A lot of waffles in them and stuff. And also recently picked up the fuck is its name? I forgot the guys who made the Beast Starscream.
Oh, Hongli.
Oh yeah, the TT Hongli. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's their
Red Falcon?
Yeah. No, what's their company name? We're not. Oh, it is TT Hongli. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
So I picked him up. I got him during the Black Friday sale over at the Chosen Prime. I kind of regret getting him because I tried canceling it, and they're like, "Yeah, you got the store in our sale period, so all sales are final." I'm like, shit." So, yeah, he's started to grow on me, so I'm looking forward to getting the other two Seekers in this mold. It's very nice. And then last and the most mind-blowing of them all, I picked up Maki Toys Downbeat Premium.
But Make Toys is dead. They're not going to release anything. That was my Robert impression. It's not as good.
Dead. They're dead. No, they're dead.
They're dead. They're fucking dead, man. They're fucking stupid. Court litigation and injection.
Hold on. My daughter just walked in the room and set my cat on fire. Just hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
It's Elliot. What are you doing? I'm a fucking DDT. No, he doesn't do that, but yeah.
I'm burning the cat. I'm burning the fucking cat, you piece of shit.
All right, Lisa. What is it, Lisa? Lisa.
Lisa, getting more of this. Getting more of this marinara. Getting more of this gravy.
Yeah, so as you guys can probably tell by now, Robert is not joining us tonight, and it looks like Matthew is stuck in traffic, and he won't be joining us tonight either, and that's fine. I'm sure they had very happy New Year's and Christmases and stuff. So let's move on to third-party news, and it seems I competently posted.
Matthew is actually stuck in the movie traffic, though, not like traffic. So
I want all our listeners to picture Matthew in his Chevy Cruze, stuck in traffic, just like in the opening scenes of Falling Down with Michael Douglas. He just gets out of his car, just starts walking, and then all hell breaks loose. And speaking of all hell breaks loose, I'll be first to admit, I'm not sure if this is third party or Takara, but this looks like a new MP scale blaster. I hope it is from Takara.
Oh, I haven't seen this. Hold on. Usually I've seen all this stuff.
This is interesting.
Yep. So, I mean, it could be a Legends class figure. I mean, because I'm looking at that little sign behind it. But, it's all about perspective and stuff, so it could actually be MP. It's got...
No, I don't think this is...
You don't think that's Takara?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me get this open, not in...
That's why I put it in third party, and I put a question mark there. Again, to our listeners, this is on me. I did the notes this week.
Yes, Oscar, thanks. Oscar did the notes.
Bad.
Yeah.
Me bad?
Yeah. So, I mean, all we get is one photograph of a radio, but,
That's all. Okay, so that's all it is. So it's not me being stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you what that sign says. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my... let me put my Asian brain in.
So what do you guys think I mean,
that
because
looks too stylized to be. That doesn't look G1 enough to be Takara.
Yeah, so I wouldn't think it was Takara. That's why I put it in third party. But I mean, it looks unique. I mean, it looks better than KFC Transistors alt mode. I'm just wondering where all this stuff goes.
I mean, it looks different than KFC Transistors alt mode. I don't know if I would say it looks better. It just depends, I guess, if you are into the G1 the G1 style radio or something different. Because I personally I think this looks neat, but I don't think it'd have any place in my collection. It's just not Blaster to me.
Well, apparently that is Japanese. Hold on a second. That doesn't really look like Japanese to me, but yeah, no, I guess it comes up in Japanese as deformation recording sound. Let's try that in Chinese and see, because it could
deformation maybe.
It says deformation recording sound.
Yeah, so
let's try this in.
Yeah, the alt mode for KFC Transistor is vastly different.
And then it says about the same thing. Well, in Chinese, if you use the characters, because there's some anyway. There's a transformation recording Shengyan. So Shengyan. Yeah, so it's not transformation recording sound is what the sign says.
So yeah,
sorry for all that.
No, that's fine. I mean, we now we know what the back, the little sign behind him says. I still think it looks neat. It's a nice modern take on the Moon box. Your little iPod deck there in the middle if you wanted. Because a lot of the newer generation isn't aware of what a boom box is. Especially when they do videos on Transformers and they call Soundwave a boom box, and he's anyway. Not gonna let that hold me back. So yeah, that looks really neat. Not sure who's making it. Did the translation didn't tell you anything else, Greg? Just that transformation.
Yeah. I couldn't pick up anything else. Let me see if I can make out what I can't make it. Those small characters are too blurry at the bottom. For me to make out.
Yeah, it's all right.
I hope it's okay. It better be fucking all right.
It's okay. It's all right. Shh, princess. It's all right.
I can let me try. I don't want to fail you, senpai. Yeah, because if I zoom in anymore, they get way too blurry.
Yeah. So speaking of our not too blurry, these photos are actually pretty clear. It is the Raditron Combiner team. They're all available for pre-order, and we have photos of every member here. And this guy,
I like it.
Yep,
looks
me too.
Very impressive.
I am down. I did my pre-order for every single one of them today.
When are they expected out? December?
I don't know. I feel like this is the type of thing that, are they going to all come at the same time, or are we? I mean, I would expect we're only going to get a couple of them, one a month or whatever. So,
yeah.
Guess we'll find out.
And this set looks fucking nice. I mean, I know they're CAD drawings and stuff, but even the robot mode is nice and polished, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're all going to share similar transformations, which is probably why they were able to do all 6. Well, some may.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the type of situation that, I don't know if they'll all share the same transformation, but I definitely think it ends up being one of those situations where a number of them do share the same transformation. The 2 legs will be the same, the 2 arms will be the same, the torso might be different, but yeah.
And the upper torso also, yeah. So yeah, man, some of these guys, they look really good. And they're not too detail heavy, if you know what I mean. Like, it's apples and oranges, but if you compare this to like a Siege figure, which has an absurd amount of detail on some of them, these guys are very flat base. I'm getting a very toonish vibe from them, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, I really like this set.
Shit, I may have to fucking pre-order these motherfuckers.
I mean, it's Raiden. You some people don't. I mean, Raiden didn't have a whole bunch of time in the light, but I've always dug this character, and I think part of that interest to me is it's like one of those characters that you heard of exist. You're like, oh, that's cool. There's this Japanese set of combiner trains, and like we didn't get them in the U.S. really, and they're hard to come by and all that stuff. So it's like seeing like a modern take on it is a nice thing, you know. Like I'm totally down with that. So.
Now, is this Moon Studio team, is this like an offshoot from another company like Zeta
I'm pretty
Toys?
sure it's Zeta again.
Yeah, because I'm getting a very big Zeta vibe. I'm looking at the back of them. It's on the link we have for the Chosen Prime on one of the team members for pre-order. And they'll be coming out December 2021. So, I mean, you have all year to pay them off.
Oh, shit, if they're all coming out at the same time, then, you know, I'm going to have to go ahead and start prepaying them, I guess. So.
Oh, it's plenty of time.
Yeah.
I mean, the back is cleaned up really well. Really well. And that combiner, the finished combiner looks really good, too. Greg, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, I'm in for it. I'm in for it.
Excuse me.
Oscar's gonna mix diarrhea, and
I think he didn't even make it out the door there. So
I just read a whole bunch of diarrhea.
Yeah, are you in on this, Greg? On this set?
Yeah, I think it looks great. Yeah.
I definitely think that this is going to be a combiner that is, you know, not worth missing out on. And I'm hoping that, kind of trying to look at it, like, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how these things transform, because, like, the bots don't look, you know, like, super complex, I would say. I mean, who knows? Yeah. We're just looking at black and white at this point, so anything's possible, but...
I was looking at the... Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go down to the Kmart and get this popcorn. I was looking at the picture of the combiners. If you click on any of these bad boys, you can see a picture of the combiner's back. So...
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out where that upper and lower torso is going to come from. I mean, do we think that the legs are just going to be combiner parts? Or it'll be like parts warming parts, like pants?
I could see it. I mean, that's kind of how they've done it. What did they do with Superion? They did it that way, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. And then it was a shell that clicked over them.
Yeah, so I think that's probably... fairly likely that we see something like that.
There's 6 trades.
Yeah.
Well, there's 6 Justin.
I'm sorry, say again?
There's 6 trains. It's almost like a 6 train. So where are all 6 trains going to go? That's what I'm concerned about. I'm looking at... Oh, you know what? I just found it. It is... Oh my god, that's fucking super obvious. I just found the whole crotch piece and the legs. I don't know which one it is, so I'm just going to post it in the chat. Well, there's your crotch. Your legs right there.
Let me see. Opening it.
I mean, that's literally the crotch and the legs right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that, I mean, but that's on par with what they did with Raiden and G1, right? Like that one train just kind of
did that. I didn't know if they were going to do that or not. That's why.
Yeah, interesting.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. I'm good with that.
Okay. Yeah, so that looks... So that picture you showed us is probably the supply car?
Yeah.
Out of all of them?
Yeah.
Call him Motor Master's broke cousin. Or there
And
you
then
are.
I guess one of the other ones is going to turn into... Oh, there'll be a chest piece that goes over it, but there'll be an additional piece. Then the other one just breaks it out and puts it back.
So you don't think it'll be like parts forming like Zeta is?
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, no, some of it will be, but I mean that one bot that I showed, like that's gonna be the upper legs and the pelvis area. And then I mean you can just see it. It's got all that on it. Like if you look at the alt mode. Like it's just the legs and the crotch straightened out. And then the upper part is going to be another train that clicks in half. And that's going to click together. And then there's going to be a parts forming chest piece and a back piece. And then somehow in there, probably that's going to wrap around the parts forming chest piece is going to wrap around the other one that's just going to fold in half. And that's going to have the attachment for the arms. And then the arms are going to be, you know, two bots. So you're looking at one each makes the lower legs at the knee down to the foot. And then one each makes the arm. And then you have one that makes the upper legs and the crotch, one that just basically breaks in half and fills in the torso. And then you have a wraparound piece that looks like that'll be parts forming that's gonna wrap around that one train, the head, the chest, that extra little bit that's under the chest, like that little squared off piece you see, and then that's going to have the connectors for the arms, and then that's going to somehow have the back piece. The back piece will probably clip on and hold it all together tight. If I was a betting man.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the release schedule for all of these pieces are 01 and 02 are going to come out in July of 2021.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
And then 03 and it comes out in October, and so does 04. 05 comes out December, so does, I believe it is 06. Yep. So it goes July, October, December. So it's plenty of time to put them in, you know, put your pre-orders in and shit. So plenty of time.
Just
a tip.
No,
just a tip.
That's the whole thing. Yep.
So moving on to the next item here are Shockwave Lab upgrade kit for Siege Jetfire.
Okay.
You don't like it?
You didn't like
it? Both of you? It's absolute shit. I like it. I think it's neat that people can, you know, go through their trouble of recreating that one scene from Siege and now Earthrise where he shot, you know, Macross style missiles out of his back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I don't have any particular problems with it. I do wish that whatever they were using for the flexible material was a little more transparent. Like, I think they are trying to be transparent, but I still think that they're too visible, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, what can you do? Like, you can't really do too much, I guess. So
you could put in the blast effects that come with Jetfire at the end of every one of those cables, and it could be like, you know, Dr. Octopus, like, or Black Arachnia with her like fucking leg guns. No, that's pretty neat.
No, I don't hate this. I think it's cool. I think it's kind of cool.
Cool.
It reminds me of, it almost reminds me of the, it's not as batshit insane, but it reminds me of the, I can't think of the made up technical term for it, but the firing system the new Gundam had. with the pods. There was some futuristic sounding name for it, but
didn't like all the Gundams have like rapid fire, like multiple rapid fire missiles like this? Like I'm getting like a uheezero vibe, you know, from.
Well, I was just saying how they're all arranged on the wires reminds me of something specific.
I think it's cool.
Oh yeah, don't hate it.
I think it's neat. I think it's absolutely necessary for the fandom.
No, I don't think all that, but I mean, I think it's cool. It's all right. What did they call that shit? Something cone, something.
I'm sure one of our listeners, well, one of them now, only MP Collector listens still. Everyone else left us after New Year's. We'll probably know what you're talking about. They'll mention it in the comments.
And tell us we're bad fans.
The funnel, they were called funnel. Fin funnel.
What's it called? Tin funnel?
Yeah, the fin funnels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I think one of the best figures Hasbro has ever made has now gotten a little upgrade to make them even cooler. I think, what was it? Someone designed that 3D blade, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Shockwave Lab. Someone else made it.
Several people have made that.
Can you make that, Justin, with your 3D printer?
Which one? The blade? I'd have to look.
I don't think
I'm sure someone has probably put it up somewhere. Yeah.
I don't think Justin can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he can make it.
You should mass produce it.
I don't think he for the fans' toys, Jetfire, and then send it to all of us for free. I just don't think he can do it. I think he's a coward.
But I don't have the Fans Toys Jetfire.
I don't think you're brave enough to steal your wife's credit card and go buy one.
You may be right.
Roll Tide. Hold
There you
my
go.
beer. And now on our way to official news, Hasbro R.E.D. Arcee in-hand images. This, I'm actually looking forward to this.
You know, look.
Chat, Oscar.
I know this is the Prime Arcee, but thinking about the R.E.D. and an R.E.D. Arcee and thinking about it being like a G1 style Arcee, someone made an upgrade kit for the Earthrise Arcee that you like pop one pin out of her back and it gives like a better alt mode, or a better, not a better alt mode, a better robot mode, more like accurate looking one. And like that, I was very impressed with how it looked. I'm like, that is pretty good. I'll have to see if I can find it again. So
all right, this looks pretty good.
This does, yeah. It's, you know, they made it clear in their statement we read a few weeks ago for the R.E.D. line how it's not going to be focused on just one version of Transformers. They're going to be bouncing around. That's why we're getting an Arcee, we're getting a Cheetor in this wave, and then a G1 Starscream. This looks really, really good. That's TV accurate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's looking really...
Is that the first edition next to her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so...
It's like night and day between the two, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So I really like this version of Arcee.
Yeah, I like it too.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did a good job here. I have not seen any of the red stuff near me, but I definitely will be making sure I find this Arcee because, I mean, it blows away the actual Arcee toy. And, like, it's a decent toy, too. Like, that first edition Arcee is a good toy, but this is so much better looking for that character.
Now, was this exclusive to a store?
To Walmart.
It's a Walmart exclusive. Oh, and of course it's not available.
I mean, they'll be out there.
It's available from a reseller for $49.95.
Mm-hmm.
course. And you know, their MSRP is going to be $19.99, and I think for an action figure with the accessories that this RC is going to come with, I actually think it's a really good price point. And especially if you're a fan of the show and of the character, this is going to be definitely a good investment for anyone that picks it up. Like, I love the first wave that they released, which was consisted of Prime, Megatron, and Soundwave. I think they're all great. So, you know, my for them being basically polished Action Masters, I think they're fine. You know, I don't.
I think there's a level of detail.
Doesn't bother me.
I think there's a level of detail that you can get from a Action Master type character that you can't get from a transforming toy. You know, and like the fact that they can give it the time to make it look like this. You know, like that's what you should be doing. Like that's what Action Masters should be. I think that's probably why, you know, old school Action Masters failed so bad. Is like, well, like they didn't look great, first of all, and they didn't transform, you know, like, so
yeah,
what was the purpose? So in this case, it's like, it's definitely RC. Like, you can do something with a character that you can't do and make her transform. Like, I hope they tackle an actual G1 RC, you know, like, because I think every release that they've put out suffers a bit because it has to transform.
I agree. I mean, like, I've seen photos of the Takara Masterpiece RC. She looks fantastic. But then I've seen some horrible photos of that Takara MC PRC, especially when it's like they have her arms and legs out in the vehicle. It was just very nightmare fuel inducing. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. Like, even the back shot of her back, you can see how, like, we're comparing it, again, it's apple and oranges. This is a 10-year-old toy. But look at her compared to her transforming predecessor. Like, even the back is all cleaned up and stuff, and you can still see the little bit of, it's like you said, you know, you allow yourself room for detail. You can even see the motorcycle wheel sticking out, like, you know, between her shoulder blades there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll be picking her up if I see her.
Yep, I'm definitely down. So this is a good looking RC. I like what they're doing with this line. I hope it's successful. I hope they keep it up. I'm not in on every single one that comes out, but I'll definitely pick and choose. So, looks good.
What do you think, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, I just looked for one online to see if I could still order it. Because I pre-ordered it, but I wanted to see a better picture of it. So I canceled. I wanted to see what it looked like before it's too late to cancel it. And apparently now all the pre-orders are bought up and only available from a reseller.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
If I see one somewhere, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, they're not worth paying $50 for it. I mean, they're worth the $20, but they're not worth any more than that.
I don't have any of the other ones. I've never seen any of them in the store. Yeah.
All right, this next one we're talking about, we already mentioned it on our Facebook page. You always go to facebook.com/shatteredcast. Takara Masterpiece, possible Takara Masterpiece Skids.
No, it's not possible. I mean, they confirmed it on an official account.
Oh,
I mean, it's a tease, but it wasn't official. But yeah, so it's happening.
That's what's up. Looking forward to it.
That's a popular car in Japan, and that's a loved car in Japan, and they love season. They love first release Carbots, first year '84 Carbots.
Mm-hmm.
And contrary to popular belief, Skids is a 1984 Carbot.
This is one of those things that, like, it's cool. To an extent, I guess I'm happy about it, but, like, Skids is not really my first choice on characters that I'm personally looking for in MP form. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with my X-Transbots one, and, like, it's one of those ones that I'm like, I don't know if I...
That is a beautiful addition.
Right, and, like, do I care enough to switch him out? I don't know. So, but I feel like, you know, they've had... I'm trying to think. Did they have Honda stuff? No, they've had Nissan stuff, so it's interesting that they have a license with Honda here. I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
Well, it seems like it would only make sense that they would have a license with Honda as well as Nissan being Japanese companies. But,
true.
I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not trying to say. I'm saying it's surprising if they don't have it. I mean, not that.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine they
you're-
can easily negotiate it, for sure. So.
I mean, over the years of us doing this podcast and just being in the community, Skids is kind of, thanks to More Than Meets the Eye, he's come out to be one of my favorite Autobots. I have his G1 figure. I have his G1 figure reissue in a sealed box. I almost ponied up $150 for that exclusive Skids and Mudflap set. The green and orange.
Mm-hmm.
Say what?
Was it eHobby or something?
I think eHobby. Yeah, I almost ponied it up, but I decided against it. I have every mold of the Generations Thrilling 30 of Skids, from Roll Bar all the way to what was it, Burnout, I think is the black one's name. But I mean, and I also have the the X-Transbots. I had him. I sold him under hard times, but I'll probably pick him up again in the near future. I'm excited for this. Like, I will still gladly own that X-Transbots and then, pick up this one also. I'm not sure if they'll go the same route X-Transbots did, where they did a cross-cut with it.
I mean, it's a Takara.
Say what?
It says Takara, so they will.
Yeah. Anyway, you
they'll
can
probably
get
do the police variant, which I'll pick up.
Was mock laughing, but not really. I was seriously laughing.
So, I mean, I'll look forward to it. I hope it's going to be really good. It doesn't look like it's going to be heavily tune accurate, though.
This is just like
CAD renders.
No, this isn't even the toy. This is like based off like the original toy design. This is just a teaser image as a coy New Year's announcement.
Yeah.
This is not meant to represent the actual toy.
Mm-hmm.
In any shape, or form.
We'll
outside
see.
Of the fact
I suppose I could be swayed, but I don't know if I'm in on a bunch of these. Like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how he turns out. So
they're gonna throw a fucking police bar on it and make up a new character, and you're gonna be like, well,
I already have the police one. I'm good. I don't need another one. So.
Oh yeah, the X-Transbots police one.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky
Old Ty-Ho.
What'd you say?
So moving on.
You bought it for the little female characters.
That's it. I mean, I pretty much threw away the
the figure itself.
Threw it away, and yeah. So.
Like, I'm gonna call you Justina. We'll be together ever.
I would have taken it off your hands and repainted it because my mom couldn't afford to buy me a skid, so I would take your really nice one and paint it with blue nail polish and post it in the custom group and get mad that people don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
I would take it and customize it into a Wolverine.
It's for my family.
Why was I booted from the cafe? Anyway, up next is 3-0 Deluxe Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. My God, movie figures never look so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pre-ordered this.
Did you?
Oh yeah, we did talk about this last week, but these are official images. That was a prototype, but this is supposedly going to combine their Jetfire. They're doing a Jetfire too, and then the Jetfire is going to have integration with this to make a Jetwing Prime somehow.
Nice.
So, yeah.
57 points of articulation, 11.2 inches tall, a pure. Because say what you want about the movies. Sometimes the designs of certain characters were hit or miss, but their primes are always like on point. I like the way he looked in all the films. So I mean, this is a really nice design of Optimus Prime. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but when I first saw the movie and someone peeping at me from around the corner, like the thing that threw me off about the design were the flames, and that's really the first thing. Like it wasn't until I started seeing all the people complaining online that I even realized there was anything to complain about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the flames threw me off. I was like, well, what the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
And like that was the thing that caught me off guard about the design. So, I mean, yeah. I just chalked it up to, make a movie in the modern day.
Yeah. I mean, I've I've driven a truck for 10 years. I drove a garbage truck for 5, and now I work in the trucking industry in the service department, and I have only seen about a handful of trucks with flames painted on them, and of course they're all blue and red.
Yeah, they're all your cousins.
No, they're not. Fuck you. They. Jesus, what are you doing? Hey, man, this shit looks fucking tight. Chale. Wesley got todas las mujeres. But, yeah, this robot mode is... I really like this robot mode. It's the same thing like when they did their Bumblebees, right? Those are really nice looking figures, too.
Yeah, I'll probably... I still haven't made up my mind if I want to pick up that Bumblebee or not. I just really like their product. And now that they're making a version for someone who's not like all in for stuff like this, like I can handle the price tag of the deluxe of these DLX or whatever. Like I don't need a 30-foot tall $900 action figure, but I can handle, these little 7, 8, 12-inch ones. Like that's enough for me.
Yeah.
I just really like their product, and I think it'll look good. I love the ones that I have from the Bumblebee movies. So
yeah,
even though
they're
just hanging on my coffee table, not doing anything right now.
They're conversation starters whenever in case you have someone come over. So
they're cat challenges.
Yeah, this is really neato. Ooh, looking up from the back. Jesus. That is nice. Yeah. Yeah, what are your thoughts, Justin?
I mean, it's beautiful. The only thing is, though, I need an Optimus Prime that just says, I am Optimus Prime, over and over again when you try to manipulate anything, because my time with that particular Prime is always just, I am Optimus Prime, especially Revenge of the Fallen, right? Like, that's what that toy did. Like, you would, sneeze in your house, and it'd be like, I am Optimus Prime.
and then you take the batteries out, and then it would
still talking.
It's in a bin with no batteries in it, and you just hear, I am Optimus Prime. I want give me your face.
Definitely.
Give me your face.
Justin, Justin.
Let me out. Let me out.
Come on.
I must kill.
Go on, Justin. I thought we were going to be friends.
Yeah.
I thought we were pals, friends till the end.
Definitely.
You showered in front of me.
I'm Petey. Want to play?
And you hear Justin go, this is the end, friend. Oh, wait, what did he say in Leprechaun? Yeah, fuck you, Lucky Charms, and then kills him. So there we go. So yeah, that was basically it for news. Going on to our questions from our very reliable MP collector, our number one fanboy.
All right.
The only
that's
person
enough for tonight. We'll see you guys next time.
So he writes, Dear SCU crew, for any of you that have followed professional wrestling at any point in your life, who is on your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestlers? I'm talking WWF, WWE, WCW, etc. Smoky Mountain Wrestling, All American Wrestling. You know, you guys ever follow professional wrestling ever?
I did when I was in elementary and middle school. And then past that, I just kind of fell off with it. So
No, I never did because my family had money. No, I'm just kidding. But
back when I was in fourth grade, I think fourth grade, maybe it was third grade. I think it was fourth grade. Back when I was in fourth grade, I remember those there's a document. One of the toys that made us has the WWF episode, and they talk about it. And I had a bunch of those toys because they ran rampant through my elementary school. So it was definitely a good chunk of middle school that I was very into WWF and things like that. And then I think by high school I was done with it. So
like Hulkamania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I remember I had. Yeah, I remember they were every single one of those wrestlers had like some little like action feature, like something they did. Some of them were better than others. I remember that. I remember those.
Like the people who watch wrestling and the people who didn't watch wrestling.
Yes, exactly.
My dad used to watch that shit way back in the day. Like, I don't know, he liked boxing too, but yeah, he'd watch it, smoking his Winston in the recliner.
You think he was a Flair fan or?
Kit's got a Flair story. I guess Ric Flair's daughter dated her cousin for a while.
Oh, Charlotte, nice.
Kit's
like sort of royalty now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestlers. It has to be like Doink the Clown.
Bam Bigelow.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
Razor Ramon.
Because I had a video game. Somebody left a Nintendo game at my house. That's all I know about wrestling.
Oh god, there was a WWF Raw game for Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, and my friend and I, like back in middle school, like we just sat there for like it had to have been hours, just like, you know, like you'd get their stamina down, and we just never pin them, just like, you know, because like they keep going, but like they couldn't do anything, and it just, I don't know, somehow the game was just fun when you were just throwing them out of the ring and doing all kinds of insane things versus actually really playing the game. So I also remember the one for PlayStation. That one we played, another different friend and I played quite a bit, so that had to have been high school.
My favorite wrestling game was the it was WCW Nitro, Monday Nitro for Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
That one was fun. And I remember, like, you know, playing a computer, I do the same thing, beat that guy down, would never pin him. It'd be like a 20-minute long match.
Exactly, because you could just go, like, crazy on them and do all the, like, stupid, ridiculous moves and stuff like that. Yeah.
And then I played with my friend, and then he pinned me. I'm like, what are you doing?
This is not how we play the game.
This is not how you play. He's like, well, it's how they do it on TV. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're supposed to go at it for at least 20 minutes. Like, 20 minutes? I got 20 minutes for this shit.
But I was just about to ask, was your friend Hunter S. Thompson, and then you changed it to more of a street accent.
Yeah, well, that was Robert. Ain't no one got 20 minutes to play with this shit. So yeah, but so who would be in your Mount Rushmore, Justin? You already started. Doink the Clown.
Doink was just a joke. I don't know. Macho Man Randy Savage has to be there. He's just iconic. I feel like you just can't place Hulk Hogan on that list anymore. And mine is my experience is all 100% WWF. You know, like I was never the WCW fan. Bret Hart, I think, has to be up there.
Okay.
Who else deserves to be up there? I always liked Shawn Michaels as a kid, and I don't really know why. I guess he could.
Sexy boy.
The Undertaker 100% has to be up there. I mean, that dude didn't he retire like last year or something like that? Like that's kind of insane.
Yeah, just recently, he finally retired.
Yeah. So he's definitely got to be up there. I don't know who else makes that list of epic characters. I don't know. I'd have to think about the last one.
We'll come back to you, Greg. Who would you want to be on your Mount Rushmore professional wrestlers?
Well, if I had a mountain, I would hate to ruin the pristine natural beauty of the landscape. So my Mount Rushmore would be 5 John Cena's.
Nice, very nice.
That's a fair answer, Greg.
Is that your final?
That's my final answer.
It's your final answer? Okay.
I'd rather I wouldn't want to blemish the mountains, so we'd put 5 John Cena's.
You know what? That's who I'm putting. That's not who I'm putting on mine, but I'm gonna give it to modern wrestlers. I never watched The Rock wrestle, but I can respect what you did for the entertainment industry. So
he just seems like an alright guy too.
Yeah.
I watched him wrestle. I followed the whole Monday Night Wars thing when I was back in the day.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I was in high school. The Stone Cold Steve Austin Rock rivalry was pretty good. So it was a Steve Austin Triple H rivalry. Here's where my Mount Rushmore is going to be a little controversial. I will go with number one, the one, the only, the king of pro wrestling, as far as I'm ever concerned. The man himself, Ric Flair.
Jerry Lawler.
Just because Jerry Lawler. Fuck Jerry Lawler. Nah, he's actually he'd go up there too, especially with his feud with Andy Kaufman.
No, I would. I was gonna say I put four John Cena's into Andy Kaufman.
So it would be Ric Flair, Jerry Lawler. I would totally have to put Triple H on there, just because everyone loves to hate him, and maybe they're right about all the shit they say about him, but I've always been entertained by the fucking guy. So be those three. A lot of heels in this camp, that's for fucking sure.
Well, I think the Triple H thing is like that was the start of what feels like, and I mean I could be way off base here because I don't watch wrestling, but like it feels like he was the start of what is kind of modern wrestling at this point, right? Like
I would say that, yeah, he was one of the pioneers. I mean, he did bring NXT to the WWE as like a sister brand, which was very successful. They brought in talent from like other countries and other organizations that were virtual unknowns to what they call the WWE universe. Clearly, I still watch on occasion. So no, I totally agree with you on that statement there. Especially him and Shawn Michaels with their DX run.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be another person on my Mount Rushmore would be Shawn Michaels.
Is it too late to throw a Chris Benoit on mine too? Just really pissed.
Why?
Who was the random like quote unquote red shirt guy for the WWF that like was just always like he was always wrestling the big names, but he was just like
Chris Benoit had a. I'm pretty sure Benoit had a red shirt by the time he was done.
Oh boy. You're talking about Chris Benoit, and it's really weird because I see this conversation a lot in certain wrestling videos. Like, Chris Benoit, anyone who knows the career Chris Benoit knows he had a really amazing wrestling career. But then you had, he basically killed his family and then himself following. Like, do you no longer acknowledge that illustrious career he had, or do you acknowledge the career and ignore the crime?
All right, you got a point. Okay, so 2 John Cena's, 1 Andy Kaufman, Chris Benoit, and Michael Vick.
Oh boy. And then let's see. So I have Ric Flair, Jerry Lawler, Triple H. Put Shawn Michaels up there too because of the DX thing.
Donald Trump.
And I would put purposely, because when this happened, I fucking lost my shit. Not negatively, I was so happy. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, when he went fucking heel, when he went out on that Bash of the Beach that WCW had, he ran out there and he dropped that leg drop on fucking Macho Man Randy Savage. And they're like, oh my God, he's the third guy. Oh, I was like, oh shit. Like, because I knew about him being, when he first came out, I think it was All American Pro Wrestling. I may be wrong in that. He was a heel. He wasn't like the Hulk, the Hulkster. Mm-hmm. He turned into the Hulkster, run that place. Then he went with Vince McMahon over, and it was called the WWF. Well, I think it was called WWF. There was 4 W's. And then he started becoming big. He was very marketable for the tri-state area. That's how he became really big and shit like that. And he became the Hulk, the Hulkamania and all that stuff. But seeing him basically wipe his ass with all those years of Hulkamaniacs to do that one move, that's like Eric Bischoff said, controversy creates cash. So it's it was, for me, it was probably one of my all-time favorite pro wrestling moments, and that's why he would be on my Mount Rushmore. The birth of Hollywood Hulk Hogan, fans throwing shit at him in the ring as he's telling them all to stick it where the sun doesn't shine. Let me tell you something, brother. Sometimes, and they're throwing drinks at him. It was fucking great, man.
All right, so 1 John Cena, 1 Andy Kaufman, 1 Benoit, 1 Michael Vick, and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer's not even a wrestler.
He should be.
That's when the cannibalism started. But yeah, that
man, you guys are sexist. None of the females make the Make the
Man, I would say
Rushmore.
I would give credit to China. She was she did help pave the way,
Mm-hmm.
and then also for like the fabulous Moolah. Also, because she was like a very but then of course all these horrible things about her come out, whatever, and it's like the thing now. They are dead. They can't defend themselves. Out come these massive accusations. And I don't want to sit there and belittle anyone's accusation, especially in the severity in the case of the fabulous Moolah. Right? Was it Moolah? Yeah, I believe it was the fabulous Moolah. She supposedly ran a prostitution ring with her female wrestling camp. But yeah, I would say
I do that with this podcast. What's the big deal? So.
Say what?
I said I do that with this podcast. What's the big deal, Oscar? You owe me some money.
No, I don't. That guy didn't pay. You said he was good for it. But oh man, but it's like, there was a lot of female wrestlers. Luna Vachon was a really good one, she was so great as just like a heel in general. Then of course you have Alundra Blaze, you're even Trish Stratus, even Sable was a pretty good fucking wrestler. Even though like at the time when Sable was becoming very popular, they were going from being it's weird how female wrestling has evolved in front of me. It's gone from like, okay, these are girls that do actual wrestling moves, like Trish Stratus did the Stratosphere, which was a Hurricane Rana, to it's a bra and panties match for this really butterfly looking cute belt, to now it's back to these are female wrestlers like Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, who's got the same charisma as her fucking dad, and now she's like a 9-time women's, champion. So there's the female wrestling league has been blowing up. What's her name? A feisty little Irish redhead. She's actually really good too. I forget her fucking name, but goddamn it. But it's just I don't know, man. Like I don't mean no disrespect to any fans of female pro wrestlers, but I grew up mostly watching the males, and then as I got older, I started watching the female division and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, like I said, I got out of wrestling. Like I was familiar with China and stuff like that, but that was like pretty well past my time, So.
Have you heard about the story of China and what happened with her?
I think so, but I'm not positive.
I'll try to nutshell it. So
let's do it.
Beat the shit out of her husband or boyfriend?
No, that's Ronda Rousey.
No. China did too.
Is she out of Sean Waltz, the 1, 2, 3 kid, X-Pac, whatever his fucking name was?
You just listed off more than me. Hold on, because I was actually going to throw an abused wife on the list too, so I was googling. Yeah, Sean Waltman. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she abused him?
New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, 2005. 2004. She was arrested New Year's Day, 2005. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, when I heard about the way I see her life being nutshelled was after she left the WWE, she popped up on the Surreal Life, which was a reality show on VH1.
Mm-hmm.
Sean came to visit her, and at the time she was like recovering from being like a drug addict. And then after the show was quiet, and then out of nowhere it's like, oh hey, she's doing porn now. And there were supposedly a lot of videos online of her doing pornography. And at the time they were handing out WWE Hall of Fame nominations. And, Triple H was like, no, I'm not going to include her in there because, if they go ahead and they Google her, all that porn's going to come up. So, and then unfortunately she died. And when she passed on, they finally inducted her into the WWE Hall of Fame, I believe.
Who died?
China, she died.
Oh, I didn't know she died.
Yeah, she's dead.
I don't really know who she is, but yeah, I didn't know she died.
I don't know her real name. I just knew her as China. So, I mean, and like the whole fiasco which led to her termination was like she discovered about the affair that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were having behind the scenes. It's like either through a voicemail or was a note in his luggage or something like that, which eventually led to her termination. And then from there, like I believe she was doing the independent circuit for a while. Then she got hooked on like drugs, and I'm not entirely sure what happened to her post WWE. I just remember seeing her in the Surreal Life on VH1 shortly, like a few years later. But yeah, that was the unfortunate story of China. It's the same thing could be said for Sunny. She was a manager for the Beverly Blondes in the WWE. She kind of went a downward spiral too. She's not dead. She's cleaned up her act quite a bit, but she did a few fucking porn movies, man. So
I feel like Oscar's just thumbing through some VHSs. The way he's just rattling off the story.
But yeah, no, Sunny was actually inducted into the Hall of Fame first. She looked phenomenal, and she gained weight. She was doing like live nude shows on Skype for money. Let's see what else. Then she actually did porn. One YouTuber actually reviews the porn video, where you could hear her say, "You ever fuck a Hall of Famer, baby?" And then, you know, that same guy that she's hooking up with is also like, "Hey, don't dig your nails into my dick. Don't dig your nails into my dick." You know. Yeah, there's a YouTuber that actually reviews the, like, he doesn't obviously show the sex scenes and all that stuff, but it's you know, I think she's back, like, you know, she's back on her feet now and shit. She's gotten better. That was like the low point.
That wouldn't be Oscar Nasty Boy NJ, would it?
No. It'd be Oscar NJ Nasty Boy. You get my screen handles right. So yeah. Then, like, it's weird because, like, you know, a lot of wrestler personalities, like Paul Bearer, he passed away, who was the manager for The Undertaker, and probably the only guy who could ever look, you know, The Undertaker in the eye backstage and call him Wendy because he had red hair. He passed away. His son showed up to the Hall of Fame induction to pick up the ring and, you know, and all that stuff, and then his son ended up selling his dad's ring, which is really an unfortunate thing. So it's yeah, it's wow, man. Me, professional wrestling, man. That was like the second mainstay in my life besides Transformers growing up as a kid.
Didn't Oscar start this conversation off with saying a little bit, or was I just did I mishear? Like, he's like, oh, I watched a little bit, and then he just gave us like a master class on.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I might be wrong on a lot of that stuff because it's been a while since I fucking watched or did research.
You're right about most of it.
But I mean, I adored, like, I was a subscriber to the WWE app mostly because they had the All American Wrestling matches on there too. From like dude, one of the best rivalries ever was probably Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes. You could Google that shit, YouTube it. There are people doing specials on it. It's probably one of the best things ever.
Oh, take home.
So I mean, that's probably one of the best things. Dusty Rhodes, he'd probably be on my Mount Rushmore also because of his charisma alone. Because he wasn't the guy who had the super built body like an Adonis. He was a fat dude. You know, he had that weird birthmark on his fucking stomach and shit. And he just knew how to work a microphone, dude. So him and Flair knew how to work a microphone. That was like the best fucking rivalry ever, man. You know, there's a bunch of other wrestlers that like to put on that mountain, like Harley Race, and you know, there's a few. Anyway, I'm done. Sorry, tangent over.
Yeah. Okay, Oscar. Thank you for enlightening us to that.
Oh, my tummy. All right, so we're going to be closing it out here today. You can check us out on Facebook on facebook.com/ShatteredCast. You can look us up on Instagram over at Shattered_Cast_Uncut. Pretty sure that is deader than Chris Benoit at this point, but you know, whatever.
Wait, which one was that?
Instagram for ShatteredCast.
No, I still post on it.
Oh, you do? Okay. I gotta go. Excuse me.
Yep.
So anyway, as Oscar was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Justin, hey.
Go for it, Greg.
No, I just didn't realize that Oscar was such a connoisseur, expert of broken homes.
Yep, exactly. So, yep. Anyway, we are getting out of here. Follow us on all our things, and you know what to do. There's only one of you listening anyway, and you're already following. Submit questions.
That's why I post like once every 3 weeks on Instagram.
Exactly. So, all right. Good night.
Later. Happy New Year.